Yes, there
video
were
in which
technical interruptions,
somebody's referring
everybody.
to a gym, and it's called Holy Trainers. And
Holy Trainers.
the guy doesn't know that he's been referred.
Holy.
He doesn't realize that the person is not a personal trainer for a gym, and it's an ass gym. So yeah.
Yes. That's what I'm here for.
So,
Imagine,
Mistress,
I mean, think about what kind of like a incentive and motive, and you could do. I'm thinking a treadmill. I'm thinking a treadmill with like a a thrusting back piece behind you.
Old bicycles where they had the dildo that would go up and down and
Fuck cycles.
cock rocker they have where you like move back and forth and it makes the cock go up in you. So.
Exactly.
Chris Bakos asks, "Hello, Mistress Genevieve. How have you been?" Mistress Genevieve's from New Orleans, and she's a very good friend of ours. And please tell us, when you peg someone, do you like it? Do you like if they're on their back or on their hands and knees?
I'm a person, and I just had some really fun, just not even an hour ago, putting someone in the smother box and then getting my legs up, like my feet up where their head is, but my ass down where their ass is, like wrapped around underneath them and then pegging them up from underneath. It was fun. I had never been in that position, like on either end.
What do you? Oh, yes, she's from. Chris Bakos says yes, she's from New Orleans, and we've met before. So you've met Chris Bakos.
So they were in the smother box. You were. Oh, I'm trying to envision this again. Okay.
So I don't have any shoes on, but okay. So smother box here. Oh, okay, smother box here. His legs are like this. I'm pulling him up, and I wrap my legs around underneath him and up by his head, and then I'm just like that. Got it?
Got it. Okay. All right. Cool.
See, this
less
is an
work in the butt
educational show.
cheeks, and so I'm just like forward thrusting. Box and jam him.
Yeah.
Do I have my makeup everywhere? I didn't even get to look for all this. I had a good time.
Oh my God. I love to see it. I love I love everything about that. Yeah.
Okay, so Mistress Genevieve, when someone I asked Anna this, but this is important for someone who is a virgin when it comes to pegging, and they come to you. They're honored. They have the honor of coming to Mistress Genevieve for the very first time. They're scared. They should be. But still, what happens? Please take it.
Well, first of all, it always depends on their body and the day and a whole bunch of factors as to whether somebody can take off. Some people can take a big one pretty quickly. Be hydrated, be cleaned out, be relaxed. Poppers help. So there is no stereotypical standard like way things go down.
Yeah, it's super dependent on I mean, some people, God, right? Like when you play with some occasionally when you're playing with a masochist, you'll get some, like every once in a while you'll get that like that pearl in the grit who's like they can just take off running. They can just take off flying. They'll just be like, "Oh, okay." And they will just be able to take whatever you throw at them. But that's one in, I mean, how many? One in like 1,000, maybe two, more, less than that actually. Uh, Genevieve, you and I, like, how many tens of thousands of people have we played with, and how many people on both hands can you count who come out of the gate just like, like a porn, like ready to go, right?
I've known quite a few because I always start with fingers first, so I get them up to like 3 or 4 fingers. I mean, because why do I want to deal with getting my toy dirty if somebody can't even take the first finger?
True.
So
yeah.
I start with my fingers and
That's a good question.
size them up and work them around, and then I go for the toy. But I've seen some that could take it, and the guy tonight was like, I don't think I could take that. I'm like, well, we're gonna put it in, and you tell me when it stops burning, and then that's what you.
You know what? That's fucking awesome. That is what I'm gonna put it in. You tell me when it stops burning. Holy shit. Oh, that's great.
No. I told him he could masturbate afterwards, and then I was like, but you got to use this, and I put hand sanitizer in his hand.
Oh my god. Oh, the stories are coming back. Okay. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Oh my god. Oh, I will
So,
never forget. Yeah.
Mistress Genevieve, what do you think about? Like, what goes through your mind when you're pegging someone? Is it I know you like Gary Newman. Is it a Gary Newman song? But what goes through your mind when you peg someone?
Everything.
Oh my god. Oh.
Everything. It's like if the Matrix in a blender. That's what goes through my fucking mind.
Wow. Dude, yes, that's awesome. Because when he asked me that a few minutes ago, and I was like, oh, it's like every like the sensory processing is happening on every level. Like every kind of like we're talking like processing the immediate, but also the personal archetypes and mythology that brings up. Like, how do I see myself in this? What does this mean to me? What stories from my, what amorphous upbringing stories am I bringing up here that play into my emotional satisfaction? Like, it's, there's so much going on there that that's amazing. That's an amazing way to say it. It's like the Matrix in a blender. That's fucking amazing. Yes.
I have like different moods that I play in. So each mood has like a different type of vibe. Sometimes I'm more chill, and sometimes like today I was like ride rope and Brandon, like knock them around the room, woohoo! So today I was like making faces like, yeah, rock on. So like it's different every time. I don't have a set persona or script or formula. I am very intuitive by the moment in the field. That's like part of the reason why I really don't like alcohols is because I don't want to have to pack a bag. I have it all right there. And anytime I change my mind, there's just a billion different things on the wall.
That's a really, really, really important point. Is the is acting intuitively. Yeah. I see. Pegging also can be done used in medical play. Yes, that's true. But yeah, the intuitive quality of responding to something in real time, and yeah, I mean, when I play, it's I think you, Genevieve, like I think it is true with really with doms who are really in touch with themselves, tops who are really in touch with themselves. I agree. It is not. We are our own chemical influence. We don't really need to like bring a lot of other things into it because we're in the flow. It's a flow state that we're accessing and subsuming ourselves into, and it really just depends on the moment. Yeah, I totally agree with you there.
Take the same two people, the same sub and the same dom, and if they're like a player like myself, it really depends on their chemistry and my chemistry that day, not the chemistry that like you think you have, but where everybody is in that moment in that day. Like if I'm feeling kind of just rodeo like today, or feeling more like subdued, there's just a billion different moods, and the client has their own mood or the sub has their own mood as well. And so when those two moods, each time they come together, you'll be at a different place on a different day, and you can relate to each other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, I have a question. There are a couple of questions actually. Nurturing or humiliating? I mean, you can go both ways with pegging. You can be nurturing and like this feels good and like caring, or you could be like, you're a horrible, dirty slut. You fucking this is what you get, all you dirty, you know. So you could be humiliating or you could be nurturing. What do you prefer?
That was my. There is no preference. It's really what my mood dictates.
You know, it's funny that you say that because our Nick, because, and I agree with you, Genevieve. It's funny that you say that because the first thing that pops into my mind is a couple nights ago, I watched the latest Ari Aster movie, Beau's Afraid, and you know, nurturing and humiliating are just, I mean, they're so intertwined. You know, they're what are the balloons about? You know, they're so intertwined. Who can be more nurturing and humiliating to you at the same time than the physical manifestation of your maternal like icon, you know, where it's like, yes, baby, I know you need this. We know you need this. And look at you. You're so eager for this. I know I'm here to give you what you need. And, you know, it's this kind of like, you can, I mean, you want to combine nurturing and humiliating. It's like that kind of like, patient. Yeah. Like you can like kind of pluck your tongue over somebody and be like, you know, only mommy knows how to take care of you. And, you know, I accept you, honey, and we're going to take care of you. I know you're just a filthy little being who needs, you know, or, you know, whatever you can be, like, I like to be, very playful a lot of times where there's no, there's no explicit, how do I say, archetypal, role play or something like that. But I mean, it's funny, Nick, I think it's very interesting that you brought up nurturing and humiliating.
Really? Yes. Okay.
What does that say about how you feel about
I had a question.
You're telling on yourself, Nick. You're telling on yourself.
No, I had a question actually, and you totally lost my train of thought.
As you do.
Yeah, as I do all the time, more and more the older I get.
Well, when you have gorgeous, intelligent, powerful, ferocious women in front of you who are just talking about things that affect you deeply,
it's very intimidating. I have a question. Actually, the sissies. We have a lot of sissy fans. And,
yeah.
They want to know, how do you get a sissy to come in a chastity cage? So I'll take this over, Mrs. Genevieve first.
With a Hitachi and your finger on their prostate.
That is a simple answer.
Pretty simple.
I love you, Genevieve. I fucking love you. I love you so much. You're just like, yeah. Yeah.
See, sissies, it's that easy.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not wrong. You know, I was going to say, like, milk their hopes and dreams. I mean, all of these things are true. The same way you get a girl to come, you know? Yeah, put put a finger in the pressure spot, and
Now, okay, so Mistress Genevieve, everyone's got different styles. So when it comes to aftercare, after you've pegged somebody, right? What do you do to? I know everyone's different, but like, do you? I mean, you're Mistress Genevieve. What is your what? How would you describe how you give aftercare to somebody after you peg them?
There's sometimes that I just like sit there and grip their muscles and squeeze their muscles, their legs. Sometimes it's talk aftercare, and sometimes it's allowing them to be down on the floor and be at my feet and just kind of like bond to me and just be in a service and a sensual touch situation. Either direction. Aftercare doesn't have to be from the top to the sub. It can also be from the clinging to the top. So it can go both ways. It just has to be the intimacy.
And then how do you like? I mean, it's an emotional experience for you. I mean, I'm sure it really is what you get out, what you put into it. How do you come down from it? Do you have like a certain ritual, or do you have a come down yourself, or is it just it's over, I'm gone?
I've been known to, sometimes it'll spawn me to go shopping. Other times I'll be exhausted.
Pegging inspired you to go shopping.
I fucking love it.
Oh,
what do you shop for? After a good ass fucking, what do you shop for? I'm thinking about this. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Okay, have I ever done that? Okay.
So, Anna, bless you,
Yeah.
boss. Aftercare. You just pegged someone.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you humiliated them or if you were nurturing and with their dreams or whatever, but it's done. Deal's over.
Yeah.
What do you do for aftercare? What do you do? What's your style?
Well, first I want to say, Genevieve, that was an amazing insight about like aftercare is not. It's not just not only does it only not take one shape, it's also not just one way. Where doms do a lot of fucking work. No pun intended, actually, no, frankly, pun intended. We do a lot of fucking work, and it is really it is very loving and intimate and respectful for the bottom, especially, we're talking about virgins and so on. For someone to be affectionate and appreciative and really thank their top, honor their dom, bond with their dom about how much care and attention and insight we have brought into this experience. But for me, aftercare is it's all about it's about the bonding, the restoration. Um, I will say, like, sometimes with especially with some people who are with guys who are more new to it or virginal or something like that, there can be an element of there's that like almost drop moment afterwards of, oh, what have I done? Kind of this like they're adjusting to a new experience. And so there can be that moment of like, do you still see me as a man? Do you still see me as attractive? Do you still see me as valid? This kind of really, not in a like, they're not in despair, they're just feeling very vulnerable and very new in that moment. And I love to, again, give them that gift of acceptance and say, yeah, not only are you every bit the man that I ever felt that you were, but even more so now, you're a more fully realized, fully fleshed out human with me. And we've just shared this, really cool, awesome, hot, fulfilling thing. And I mean, like I said, like, it makes my dick hard. So why would I not, be able to give that to him? But things like, yeah, having a bite to eat together. Putting my feet up is a big, like literally physically putting my feet up and like sitting down and relaxing is a big one. You know, he can rub my feet. We can cuddle. Um, I enjoy that experience of being kind of more, a little bit more like the dude in that typical sense where he lies down. He, you know, like taking him in my arms and cuddling him. I'm not just talking about clients. I'm like personal partners and so on, but depending on the energy. But like, I like sort of extending that gender busting kind of, you know, experience where I'm the one who takes him in my arms and I shelter him in his vulnerability and you know, give him reassurance and comfort and stuff because he's very like, you know, like newborn little cub a lot of times. I love Genevieve, what you said about shopping because I'm like, you know what? Yeah, like what do you do after some really good, fulfilling sex? You know, you go and you have you get something to eat. You go and celebrate basically. And but yeah, the kind of whatever it comes down to basically is reassurance of each other, rebonding, reconnecting, reassurance with each other. Um, you know, even if you're doing some kind of humiliating, like, you know, pull your dick out of his ass and it's still dripping on the floor while you know, when you say, get your fucking clothes on, get the fuck out, you know, whore. And, you know, even when you're humiliating the hell out of somebody, there's still this, like, you know, a little bit of a wink and a nudge, you know, like, you know, yeah, you know, I know we're both, this is how we both like it. And you're not rejecting him as the you know, it's just, it's all within the vibe. It's all within the vibe there. You know, that said, yeah, it is really fucking hot to just be like, you know, you're my fucking cum rag dumpster and I'm just going to throw you out after I violated you and, you know, that kind of stuff. But there's always that undercurrent of we both really got what we needed out of this. That's the important part.
Yes, we're having once again we're having some sound problems.
Oh no!
With Genevieve. Genevieve, are you there? Hello?
And then the other.
I'm hearing a lot of lag. No.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mistress Genevieve. The connection is not good. We're winding down anyway, but we're gonna do this again, definitely.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
Have you two together again.
Genevieve, you have so much experience. You have so much to say. Oh my God, and you're just so like, yeah, you're so awesome.
So do you want to get a plug in real quick?
All revved up. I'm like, rah, 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 rah.
Well, Mistress Genevieve, maybe we get this in. Maybe we get this in. If you could have the perfect strap on, what would it be? What color would it be? What size would it be? You know, how big would it be? Well, go.
Those $200 harnesses that hold the dick as long as my leg. Thick as my leg. Like it's being reasonable. Like if it was a dude, I wouldn't complain. But but big John Holmes things are bigger than John Holmes things on, and it just doesn't fit in the.
Oh my God, I love that. You're like, I need a proper harness so I'm not propping my dick up on my thigh.
I want to literally.
Wow. Oh my God, yes. That's some real talk right there. Holy fuck. Okay, you know what? That brings some kind of like, that brings a certain type of mental image to mind where I'm like, oh my God, just a lumberjack cock. Right? Can we, you know, yeah. All right. So now I'm just gonna, okay. All right, now I want to do a movie
Lumberjack
called
Cock.
Lumberjack Cock.
Probably had a third leg. Like a leg?
So would the strap-on be like red and black and have that like pattern on it? If it was a lumberjack?
Oh, the flannel pattern.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
It would look
That
like
would
a
gotta do it.
thermos.
Thing. Yes,
You have to do
please.
by Jackal. The session has to go to Lumberjack by Jackal.
Oh my God, you. I wanna. Oh my God, can you? Okay, so here, hold on a second. There has to be something about like the double-ended saws that lumberjacks use. Can we do like a hand dildo
Like a spit
thing?
roasting type thing?
Yes, that's right. Yes.
There's one.
Yeah, see, we could make the theme work. Yeah.
Well,
Uh-huh.
Reciprocating saw anyway. I have 2 fucking machines in there. They're
Oh my
based on
God.
a motor.
And wait, I'm in the Pacific Northwest. Like who better than me to have a lumberjack fucking oh my God, a lumberjack themed strap on saw off. Oh my God.
No, you got to dress him as Babe the Blue Ox, and you got to dress as Paul Bunyan.
Oh my God. Okay, so get my flannel. Okay, this is gonna hit so many high points at once. So give me flannel and ooh, oh my God. Okay, so we can do like some furry, work in some furry role play here. And oh my God. Oh, I know. We can do like an environmental rights activism thing.
Spank him with the axe and then fuck him with the axe handle.
I fucking love you so much.
We'll bring Johnny Appleseed in.
Oh, yes, we can strap-onify everything.
And to wrap it up,
All right.
so what would you say to somebody, to those out there who have never been pegged or who've never pegged anyone before, Mistress Genevieve?
Well, if you're new to it, you should go very slow. Start with your fingers. It helps if you push your finger in a glove, of course, right at the hole and push it down, because sometimes you will be poking around and missing it. So if you push your finger, press it down right in the little pucker and follow your finger, and that'll help you where you don't hurt them or have this awkward, like in the dark type situation. Really, if you're a new dominant for a strap-on, I would probably give you the same advice that a lot of new bottoms would need, and that would be to start small. Even though you're not the one receiving it, you should probably do something that you can not like mess somebody up or hurt somebody too bad by the size of it, and get kind of accustomed to wearing it first.
And I asked Anna on this for this episode. I've asked you this before, but for the sake of this episode, what do you personally like out of pegging somebody or getting pegged yourself?
My favorite thing is actually the fisting part that I do before and after. Making them my hand puppet and then fist, and then
Did you say fisting before a strap-on? Oh shit! What happened to the sound?
Yes, I think her sound went out.
Okay.
Oh, no.
All right, we are definitely going to have to recover these questions again in the
Yes,
future. What
we're
sound?
gonna do a part 3. This is already part 2 it was just supposed to be a part 1.
Oh
Let's
my
see.
God.
Oh yeah, she's out.
This is no,
It
yeah,
happens all the time with her.
we need to run this back and do a whole, as it
Oh,
were.
she's back. Yeah,
Oh, and there
Mistress
she is.
Genevieve.
Oh my God.
All right, what were we talking about? We were talking about. Mistress Genevieve, why do you personally love pegging?
I like anything invasive, mentally invasive or physically invasive. I like to be inside somebody, in their head or in their body.
Fucking A. Fucking A. Yeah.
Feel
God.
like I'm inside them.
You know,
And it could be words, it could be with my strap on, it could be with my hands, it could be with a urethral sound, it could be, I just want to be inside them in a way that they know I'm in there.
uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Your
Do
face
now
again.
do we do have a question here
Yeah.
about the use of chastity and strap on. So I see in a lot of porn and a lot of sissies specifically, they're in chastity and they have it's Locktober people. You know, some of there are fucking people, but they have to use strap-ons. Is there a certain way or technique, or you may see it and you'd be like, oh, that's easy, but is there have you done that before, or have you experienced that, or is there anything about that? What's your opinion of it?
I don't remember if I had any subs with a chastity and a strap on at the same time, but I probably have. It just doesn't stand out in my mind.
Mm. I was gonna say the one thing about chastity with strap on is that the device can sometimes kind of just bang around a little bit. You know, so like if they're, yeah, depending, it can it is really fun to play with, but it, I mean, from a physical, like, practical standpoint, it is a chunk of, you know, like, you might have to, um if you're doing very vigorous thrusting, sometimes it can kind of like make the device sort of, you know, just, it is kind of funny, honestly, to kind of be like, see this, you know, in time with your thrust. But um but yeah, but that's, I mean, it looks really great on camera too. When yeah, I will say the chastity combination with strap on, um it does, it's hugely psychological, hugely psychological. That's the, you know, that's pretty much the biggest benefit of that is the enhanced and complete bondage with that. Especially, you know, if you want to do like a more full on bondage thing, or or sissies or something, but it's just that bodily sensation working in concert with the penetration is like, it can be like sexual dynamite, honestly, to put those two
Now,
together.
one of the final questions we have is harnesses. They don't talk about harnesses that often. They talk about size of the strap on or anything. This is a U strap. What do you recommend, Mistress Genevieve?
The rodeo brand, the rodeo line has a um, brief cut, which is really good. It fits perfectly because they're like men's briefs, and they also have a girdle design for a more feminine look, and it's really good. But the rings don't adjust size. You can put them in the washer. The Stormy leather harnesses were great, but the Stormy leather line is gone, so you're probably going to be on the last run of what's ever left in storage. And I think JT Stockroom is the only one that still has an inventory to sell. Um, a lot of the time, go to a small independent leather crafter. You don't want to go through these brands. And as I
Yeah.
said, I want that
Mm-hmm.
too. It holds the huge monster cocks.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, when it comes to fit and more importantly, like how much weight it'll hold up, or how, when it comes to harnesses, like the crucial point is where it meets your body. So it's like a harness that doesn't hold the cock right against you is like the, as soon as you start to get like a drop of space between your body and the cock, you're losing so much efficacy right there. So the important part is the way it fits you.
I
Yeah.
that the dildos have been coming out of the harness, and it's like a really big dildo in a stormy leather harness. And the ring, it's like after a while, if I'm having fun, it just their asshole pulls the dick off. I'm like, ah!
Yeah. No, I mean, sorry. No, that's not practical, but it's very funny. It's, yeah. It's like, oh, you little hole.
The vacuum lock itself is great, but I don't like the harnesses. Like Doc Johnson does not make a good harness.
I'm not a big fan of vacuum lock in general. It's a bit fiddly. It's very specific. You are pretty much like locked in to the pieces that only work with that. And I don't know.
There's the harnesses. There's a back that's got snaps, and you can actually put stuff through it. At least the old ones did, because I haven't bought one in like 20 years.
It's been a long time since I inherited from a partner basically a vacuum lock harness, and I was like, okay, that's cool and everything, but also there's just something. Okay, there are upsides and downsides to the whole, like I watched Army of Darkness again last night, and the scene where Bruce Campbell, where he puts his arm up and the chainsaw locks onto his arm is really fucking satisfying when it lands on his arm, right? That's a really satisfying feel. So, it's kind of like vacuum lock wants, you want to have that experience of vacuum lock, so just snap something on. It's like a snap-on tool for your dick. But but I find better results from better variety, but also better results from having something that just like really molds to my body, and yeah, it fits right through the ring. And there is a certain satisfaction too, which I think I mentioned earlier, about like the whole ritual of like that drawn out ritual of like fitting, just like really cinching everything down. It's very primitive as far as actual toolkit utilitarianism, but I mean, was that?
You tried the rodeo line?
No, from Dr. Oh, I'm sorry, from who?
Rodeo. The rodeo harness. It's a brand that makes them, like, they have the men's briefs with the ring in the front that you put the dildo in. They have one that's a girdle version that's for a feminine look, but they're pretty good because you know how men's briefs fit, how they're like 100% grip to every part of you.
Yeah,
that's the way.
Really? Okay, see, because that's I'm gonna try that, because I have like zero faith in undergarment style harnesses. I might have to try that, honestly. It's like I need some like real heavy duty straps to hold my shit on.
The girdle one's deeper, so it's going to have more coverage to have more to your body. So like the brief ones have a shorter hip. So
Stan, I am loving your suggestion of the female version of Ash. Fuck yeah, yes. So Genevieve, you were saying about so a short, like a shorts right against my body kind of thing. Yes. Anything that makes it feel like more part of my more part of my organic body, I'm in favor of. I might have to try that, actually. That's a good rec. I love it.
I'll pull up Dynamo's link for him and send it to you.
Okay. Thank you. Yes.
And we're we are winding down. Thank you very much. I think it's been very educational for everybody. But we only just
We
skimmed the
only scratched the
surface.
surface, right? We only scratched the surface. Genevieve and I have some hot takes to go on all this stuff. Yeah, with all the sound problems and shit, you get us started on this shit and let us go, and we will. Yeah, we're gonna have some thoughts to share. I love Genevieve. You just cut through all the bullshit and just like really nail this, man. Really nail this, and it brings me back. I love you so much. I love talking to you about this.
You are asshole when you're done fucking them and it hits the street. Make them hold it.
Make them hold the drink.
Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that for those who didn't get it? Because there is a sound problem. Or Anna, can you repeat it for Genevieve?
I think, were you saying after you get through violating their ass and then you're having a drink, you make them hold it? And I hope I knowing you, Genevieve, there might have been something in there about like I don't know, holding that with their ass cheeks or something. There's always something.
And I sat on his butt and pissed in his ass.
God damn it! I didn't hear what you said. What did you say?
She sat on his butt. She
No,
sat on his butt and pissed in his ass.
Ass and pissed in his butt.
Yeah, oh, you sat on his butt and fisted his ass?
But standing on his head. His head missing.
Wow. Damn.
And I sat.
This is why I love sound problems. It's the game of telephone.
Okay.
And with that note,
you know what? My dick is so frustrated right now. We're going to run this back for real. We're going to do this again. And I'm going to get all of my Miss Genevieve love questions answered. My God, because she's teasing my dick right now so hard. She's teasing my dick. Oh, Genevieve. I think she did this. Genevieve, did you do this on purpose? Oh my God.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing.
You fucking did this on. Oh my God.
She's a fan of Coil. Anybody who's a fan of Coil, it's like she's doing this on purpose. I love you, Mrs. Genevieve.
She's doing 4D chats right now. She's like, I know you want to hear about my strap-on action, and she's like, I'm gonna make you bitch do this. Oh my God.
It's all about distraction and making people feel uncomfortable. I love you, Mr. Genevieve. You're the best.
Oh my God. Oh my God. All right.
How can everybody get in touch with you, Anna?
My website, annavalentina.com, which looks like hell right now because I've been doing other things and whatever, but that's my home has been my home on the internet for 20 years. You'll always find me on there. I do social media here. Oh, Instagram, Ms. Anna Valentina. And yeah, you know, I skip around here and there, but oh my God. Nick, I forgot to mention, and we'll have to talk about this next time, but yeah, bless you to all the Your Kinky Friends fans out there. I had a session with one of you guys recently, and it was honestly, it was an absolute blast. It was one of the most fun sessions. Oh my God, it was the most fun sessions ever. And I'm gonna have to talk about that another time. But it was really such a meeting of the minds and bodies. It really felt like, as I said to him, like it felt like we were good friends getting together to do bad things, and it was perfection. So, Mark, if you're out there listening, I love you. I'll see you again. And everybody else, you can dream of being in his place. It really does happen. Dreams do come true. We had an amazing, amazing night together. And I'm just already like glowing, thinking about having him in my clutches again. So yeah, come and find me through my website. And I'm in that place now where I am just really relaxed and laid back and having fun with everything that I have um, accumulated over the years as a person, as a player, as a fetishist and a dom, and all of that kind of good stuff. And find me, see what you want to do with your life.
Yes, Anna Valentina. We're gonna try Mistress Genevieve one more time. I want to make
All
sure she gets
right.
her plugs in. Mistress Genevieve, are you there?
Yeah.
You're cutting out. You're cutting out. But how can people get in touch with you if you want to just put some plugs in?
MSGENEVIEVE.com. It's Miss MS and then my name.com.
Perfect. Thank you very, very much.
I can't.
Thank you so much. Yeah, she can't. I don't think Miss Genevieve can hear us, but thank you, both of you. You two are amazing. We're gonna have another version of this where everything works, where everyone's sound is working again. But this is guerrilla style. The reason we do this, it's guerrilla style because we try to capture a moment raw. That's it.
Hey
It
man,
is
this
what
is
it
not
is.
this is not some bullshit fake, whatever production. This is real fetishes with real shit with what we have. This is our Sunday night after we've been playing and doing whatever. So, this is I'm literally sitting here in my underwear. So I'm talking to you pervert bitches in my underwear right now, and we're gonna do this again, because you can't hold a real bitch down. Well, I mean, I can't, but anyway.
And with that said, thank you very much, everybody. Stay kinky and remember the cardinal rule: be cool, be kind, keep an
Take care
open
of each
mind.
other.
Take care.
Mwah. Love you all.